Hello geographers! So this video is going to go through the 4 lessons that have been added to the GTB Vault for February. So as you can see on the outline here of all of the lessons that are in the Vault at the moment, the 4 that have been highlighted are all within the Natural Hazards module. So if we just dive straight into the Vault, and I can show you where to find them and what sort of activities are also included. So as I said before, there are 4 lessons that have been added this month, and that's because one of them is on the BBC iPlayer, and I know some of you can't get that in some parts of the world, so it is effectively like a bit of a bonus. Okay, so the first lesson is all based on the Eyjafjallajökull Icelandic eruption in 2010. It's very much useful as a case study as it focuses on the sort of specific impacts in Iceland as well as the different methods of monitoring. So let me just show you the lesson activities that go alongside it. I've started the lesson by talking about why air traffic gets kind of cancelled really during a volcanic eruption and the problems that that can have. And there's a little video clip that goes with that as well. Once into the actual video clip, rather than having it as a separate Google Doc this time for this particular lesson, I've included it as a bit of a mind map really of some key questions that it covers as you watch it. So you'll need to print that particular slide off, but then it's got the answers there ready for you as well. The follow-up activities are more kind of based on the wider impacts of the eruption, kind of thinking about the impact that it had across Europe. And again, you've got the kind of the discussion points you can go through with the students afterwards. Okay. The second video clip isn't exactly what I had originally planned. So it is on the Gulf of Naples, which is what I'd sent out in the email previously. However, I had to change the video because despite having put all the resources together, the video that was then withdrawn, it has gone private. Now, if it does come back up again, I will add in the resources that I've already made for that one. Fortunately, Discover the World Education has come to the rescue and they've done a video clip on a similar area. So again, I've been able to incorporate a few of the different activities I was going to use previously. So I'll just show you those. It's looking very much about how the volcanoes are monitored in Italy. It starts off by showing you some different types of volcanoes, getting students to consider which are the most explosive and why that might be. The video itself has got a series of questions for the students to answer, and again, you'll have the answer sheets in the Vault for you. The follow-up tasks get students to think about why people live near volcanoes. And it'll also get get students to think about whether volcanic eruptions can be predicted accurately or not, and get them to think about, well, it really kind of depends on how much historical information these scientists have got, how well that they can monitor, and so on. So lots of discussion points available there for you. The next one we've got on there is the White Island volcano from 2019. Now, I understand there is a program on Netflix. It's quite a long one. Based on the volcanic eruption, and also I think in many respects quite harrowing in terms of looking at eyewitness accounts and survivors and so on. I quite like this one. It's an extended news program, and it doesn't kind of focus too much on the injuries. There's no actual footage of the injuries either, so I think it's quite useful to use with students. It really does get them to think about what the dangers are of visiting an active volcano. So the lesson that goes alongside it, you can talk about why this is an area that has volcanoes and get them to think about what's caused the volcano to happen there. Again, you've got your question and answer sheet that goes with it so that while they're watching the video clip, they've got further engagement there. After the video, basically I'm getting them to create a leaflet based on the advice about how to stay safe around a volcano. So you might want to print off some of kind of the information there and get them to demonstrate that in an alternative way. Okay, and then lastly, the activity at the end there gets them to think about whether people should still be allowed to visit White Island. Very quickly, the last one on there is from the BBC series Perfect Planet, all about volcanoes. It's a really nice intro program. And again, you've got your lesson outline and plan there for you to use about why volcanoes are so important, getting them to map where some of them are and maybe do some research on a specific volcano. So hopefully lots there to get your teeth into. As always, any issues, send me an email. Thank you. Bye.